Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 61 of FTB Interactions, where I'm just hanging out and getting all the stuff needed for... I'm giving her all she's got, Captain! Build an orbital miner on your space station. This baby sure is power hungry, so give her all you got. Alright, if you insist. If you insist... I'm guessing what I'm going to want to do is Spectre Energy Injector, CEU, LV. We should probably get an HV version of one of those, right? CEU, HV? Does that sound like a plan? I think so. So that we can power this thing, because it sounds like it needs a lot of power. And we have a lot of power. Ish. You know, we'll see what happens. CEU, HV. Now these guys, we've been doing like the one item slots in them, right? And we haven't actually been putting batteries in there. We might want batteries in there. I guess we'll have to like wait and see. Let's get like a very basic one, because these guys are what, that? If I wanted a 16X, is the difference only just thicker cables? I mean, just a little bit of gold and red alloy cabling. It seems doable, right? It seems doable. I could probably pull that off. Just, you know... Let's start with a basic one. Let's do that. Let's start with a basic one. And then if we want a 16X, we can bump it up. Does that sound cool? And then we'll move our Spectre thingy, this dude, Spectre Energy Injector. We will move him over to, like, down here-ish, somewhere reasonable. Right? And you're cool, right? Does that sound like a plan? I think that sounds like a plan. I got a whole bunch of junk in my inventory I gotta clean up too, because I've been crafting up a storm in between episodes, trying to fulfill that request of craft off-camera Dyer. Alright, HV, CEU, ready to roll. Do I have an HV battery that I could just have? I guess I don't have those automated yet, do I? Oh well, no big deal. All up in here. So we've got this dude, right? And you're spitting energy out that side, or is that energy in that side? I think that's, yeah, let's do this like here-ish. That sound cool-ish? So what I'll probably wind up doing is... You? That sound cool? And then we just move that big bad boy down there. I'm assuming that something will work. I don't know what the limit is on this RF transfer, the Spectre Energy Injector, but I'm assuming he can transfer more energy than the LV was giving him, right? Yeah, I have no idea what the limit on this bad boy is. But this guy is now converting EU into RF, which is cool. And then as a result of completing this quest, we get ourselves a very handy Ender Spectre coil and adjustable storage unit, which looks cool. I'm interested in checking that out. This guy transfers 20,480 RF a tick, by the way. Now, we're going to have to see, you know, what that means by way of HV power transfer. But what I think we should do today is pop up to our space station and consider expanding it out a little bit. I've got... Wow, am I out of those things? I must be out of those things. I mean, we could use some cobblestone if we wanted to, but, you know, the factory plates are also pretty cheap to make, right? Like, relatively speaking, cheap to make. Yeah, I could probably just grab, like, a stack of you, and how are we for iron? We're pretty good. See how cheap these are? Super cheap. I just need to chisel them up if I have a chisel. If I don't, it's okay. Let me put away some things here. Like, I don't need this stuff on me right now. I should put my armor somewhere. What I'm going to do is put my armor in this chest over here. The armor that I'm not wearing at the moment. It seems like a smart move on my part. Yeah. Give me a chisel, please. And then let's get up to the space station, expand it out. And then what we'll do is play a little bit. So, back in a sec once I'm ready. Which one of these do I get? This one, right? Yeah, that's it. Alright, back in a sec. Alright, let's boogie. So let's see. Do you remember? No, not until I teleport to you. So I think this is the space station, right? Hooray, it is! Right! Woot! Alright, cool. So give me a horizontal column of that. That seems cool. All right. Looks good to me, right? All right, not too shabby. Yeah, that's I would call that a good start. I would call that a good start for sure. It'll give us, you know, just some things to work with. So let's start with building this fancy thing. I'm going to expand this area just a little bit. Just to make sure we have enough room, right? How am I on? I can probably do it, no problem. Yeah, pretty good. And still got a little bit of room left. Nice. All right, so let's try this thing out. So this is the orbital laser drill. You know what I should have brought with me is that little thingy. Whoop, that tells me how to do thingies. Oh, that is not. Don't click that thing. Yeah, don't click the air sigil to teleport through the. Yeah, that's not gonna work, is it? Whee! I should have brought this thingy with me, so that we could actually see. I'm assuming the orbital laser drill is a thing in here, right? Orbital laser drill. Beautiful. All right, so hopefully we've got all the stuff we need. I know it's going to need RF, right? So, by the way, I was definitely like getting full, so I was cleaning up my inventory a little bit in some of these spots. What do we have by way of RF power transfer? I know flux ducts are a thing, right? Can we... Oh, those are only that tier? Okay, cool. So if that's not it, conduits? Am I supposed to be using conduits for RF power transfer? Can I do enhance? That's 5,000 RF a tick. Energetic alloys seem doable-ish if I felt like getting hydrogen into a blast furnace. I could probably do that at this point. Yeah, because over here I've got, you know, the thing, right? I've got this thing ready to roll. Right? Blast furnace fluid satellite pipe. So, I mean, I could totally add a recipe for that. Also, we're kind of full on these things, so we should probably think about it. Anyway, and then you are obviously going to need ender pearls, I presume. Yeah, ender pearl dust, energetic alloy, more hydrogen. Same HV tier, though. So, okay. Do we have conduits by chance that are energy-based? Not really. So I'm just going to use the Spectre energy coil. I was going to think about doing but no, I don't think that's going to be worth it. So let's just stick the Spectre energy coil directly on the machine, and hopefully that'll suffice. I was thinking conduits because there's like 7 power input plugs. Whee! Hello, space. I love my space mods, what can I say? Alright, so let's stick this guy, like, in the corner-ish. I don't even know what size he's going to be, but, oh, that looks neat. Okay, cool. So we're going to need a lot of these, right, advanced machine structures. Badoop, badoop, badoop. And then you're going to be a 5x5 of glass. Hopefully I've got all the stuff I need. I'm kind of assuming I do. And then 4 output hatches go there. The quest told me what to make, and I'm just assuming that I got everything I was supposed to. Right? Boop. Next tier up. That's going to be a bunch of advanced machine structures, it would appear. That's glass. That's an advanced machine structure. That'll take fun times. And then power input plugs. And you're going to be glass, glass, advanced, advanced, all the power plugs. Did I do something wrong there? It did say 7, I want to say. Yeah, 7 power input plugs. Do I need 8 realistically? Or did I... replace one the wrong way. I mean, I could always get another one, right? Orbital laser drill. Ah, there's your thing. Okay, that needs to be our actual orbital laser drill. Neato burrito. Okay, and then one more level up. Missed something. I'm suspecting it's a piece of glass somewhere. Yep, there should be glass in the middle there. Boop. Sweet. Look at that coolness. Look at that coolness right there. Holy cow, that is cool. Wow, okay. I don't know how this machine works, though. But I do know that he's going to need power. So let's stick you, boop, right there. Did that... Oh, nice. 1 million out of 7 million power. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's cool. So, I mean, realistically, we're going to want a lot of Spectre coils on this thing. Or we're going to want energy conduits of some kind to transfer the power at a reasonable rate. This doesn't have a recipe, the Ender Spectre coil, unfortunately. It's, yeah, doesn't have a recipe, unfortunately, but that's all right. We'll see what happens. So single line, spiral, single, what? How does this work? I have no idea how to use this thing. Maybe it needs a lens of some kind. Basic lens. Okie dokie smoky. I don't know how this thing works. Even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Ah, be sure to turn this baby on with a redstone signal. That sounds important. Let's go do the redstone signal-y thing. Get ourselves a lever, and we'll see if that solves why he ain't running. And then you know what I am gonna do? I really need to figure out if this is going to be a good course of action to use these. I don't know how much RF a tick, but this only does 100 RF a tick, which is a comically small amount of RF per tick. So what I should probably do is teach the thing, you know, how to do stuff. Also, I don't know how this adjustable storage unit works. Adjustable number of slots, 1 to 27. Adjustable max stack size up to 1024. Shift plus toggle key to change property selection. Shift Control Alt plus scroll to change the value. Okay. Oh, hello. Stack limit. That's cool. Does this thing have a recipe? It doesn't look terrible in terms of crafting cost. Looks interesting, actually. And then what was the other thing? Control, Shift, Alt plus scroll. Shift plus toggle key to change property selection. Shift plus toggle key. What would that be in Ender Utilities? Toggle mode. Let's give it a numpad 4. How's that sound? Shift plus numpad 4. It doesn't seem to do nothing. Oh, there we go. It doesn't need to be shift. And then, sweet. Number of slots 27. Stack limit 1024. I mean, that sounds cool. I like that. What did I come here for again? A lever. Sorry, I got distracted by a fun mod that I was playing with. Alright, back to the space station we go. And let's give you a redstone signal. Something happening? I don't know. Oh, look, cobblestone's happening. Alright, something is happening. That's cool. It is making... This is a very expensive cobble gen. It's a very expensive cobble gen. Oh, yellow crystal blocks. Yay. Ooh, black skystone. Ooh, I'll take it. Skystone, guys. Look, we get it. We did it. We did the thing we came here for. Alright, that's cool. Yellow crystal block. Quest complete. Skystone, huh? Sweet. Dense lead ore. All right, it's working. It is working. So let's get some item ducts and try doing stuff, you know. So clearly it's going to fill that one inventory first, right? So if we item duct it, right, what we can do is pull the items out faster than it's, well, I don't know, actually. We're going to need some decent speed at which it pulls out item ducts, because it filled up that cobblestone really quickly. So if we do item ducts, we're going to need something, let's see, advanced. Do we have like an advanced logistical transporter? That only does that. That'll do 2 M per second. That's not great, is it? Yeah, that's actually the movement speed, right? 32 per second. That was kind of good. I don't know if we have the stuff for that. I would like something that can transfer nice and quick. Because item ducts ain't going to be fast enough. Although we do have extract speed upgrades. So you know what? They will be fast enough. I must have gotten those from a quest reward. Back to the space station. All right, let's check this bad boy out. So how does he work? Oh, yeah, look at that. It's number of slots. Stack limit. Cool. The stack limit set here is the maximum stack size of the inventory. Okay. Sweet. So do I just pipe stuff out like you would expect? Yeah, seems to be working. And then that should mean stacks at a time. Cool. All right, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to snag these things. Hello, cobblestone was a quest completed? Explain. Was that really a quest? Because that's hilarious. And what we should do is we should filter trash. Like cobble should be trashed, right? Yeah, I think that would be smart. We'll get a trash can for cobble. Yeah, let me go make one of those. I think that's the moon, isn't it? Yep. So we'll want a filter from Ender.io, and we'll want, let's see, do we have one of those? We don't have, we have a big item filter, but I would like a basic filter if I can. Thank you. And a trash can. My muscle memory is strong. Let me just put that out there for you guys. My muscle memory is very strong. I've been playing this mod pack for 60 episodes, and I'm still not used to the fact that I can't just click on this. Also, to be fair though, I've been playing Forgecraft where I can do that because it's refined storage over there. So, in my defense, I have no defense. Hey, achievement made, filtering for dummies. That's me. Okay, so back to the space station now. Hey, come on, teleport. There we go. So you're going to filter into the trash can. On the north, you're going to have a filter for cobblestone. And then you will also be an insert of higher priority. Right, so now all cobble should be trash canned. And we should be getting no more cobble in there. Beautiful. Let me let that run for a bit. How's my power handling that? So you're good on the 100. He doesn't seem to mind that I've only got one of these power inputs powered. That might be slowing him down. I don't actually know. But like we're getting a decent amount of resources. Let's just check home real quick. Can I chunk load this area, by the way? Seems like a smart move, right? I'm even gonna do a little extra chunk loading. Right? Quick to home. Let's see how my batteries... I hooked this up to the HV tier, so like the main thing is how's this doing with my powers. Very used to having step assist, among other things. So let's do, how are you? You're doing fine. How are you doing? Wow, we are not breaking a sweat. Look at that. We are not even breaking a sweat, guys. We have full energy in our HV battery. Like, that is cool beans right there. That is a very much we are fine. Nobody seems to really be stressing so hard. I mean, this guy's burning fuel. Well, actually, no, he's just out of sulfuric gas, which, you know, is to be expected. That's cool. All right, I'm going to call that okay. So let's let this run for a few minutes. We will see what kind of resources we get. I believe it means I don't have to mine much anymore by hand, which is a welcome change. I'm very excited about not having to mine by hand no more. And note that we're getting the dense version of these, right? So like it's already done the liquid starlight tiers. We're already a step ahead, right? Sweet. All right, back in a few. Once this thing mines up just a handful more things. And it looks to me, like I said, the output hatch, it fills this one before any others. So that's cool. Not to mention our EMC problems are going to be probably pretty well in hand. Ooh, dense diamond ore, dense lead ore, all this good stuff. I don't know what these crystal blocks are used for, if I'm being honest, but actually additions and small pile of yttrium dust. Sweet. Okay. So that leads me into, presumably it means applied energistics soon, right? Like that's kind of a thing that should happen soon. There's going to be a handful more ores and stuff that this thing's going to pick up. So I'm just kind of like letting it run, and presumably we'll see more things show up in here. But my understanding is we'll get 1024 of each item type. All right, guys, we're back. So I've done a little bit of just playing around. If I turn this thing off for a sec and throw some more Spectre coils on these guys, if I let them charge up, we'll notice that more RF, which makes perfect sense, yields faster mining, right? So like, I'll even throw one more on here just to fill that bad boy up, right? So if we keep this thing well powered, what he'll do is mine faster. See how much faster that is? Noticeably faster. That said, our ability to do that greatly diminished. We really don't have the power supply capable of keeping that whole thing cruising. So what we're going to ultimately need to do is just keep it on the slow mode and let it, you know, do its thing. But it's chunk loaded and things are just going to run them back. They don't need to be that fast, right? It's pretty fast for what it is anyway. So I'm cool with that. So I think what we can do is note that a lot of this is good now, right? I can take some of this skystone block stuff and do that and do that, and now we've got lots of skystone. And I think that's a good segue into looking into applied energistics, right? And as a reminder, there's two things that are important for applied energistics in this pack. Number one, we've got a linking connection between applied energistics and logistics pipes. So that would be AE Bridge from the logistics bridge mod, right? Logistics bridge mod adds a few things which are cool, right? But you can see, like, you know, this item is used for requesting and crafting logic. You have no use for it, throw it away. Empty package, crafting manager, these things, I presume, something logistics pipes connects to AE, right? That's the point of this. So we're going to want to use this so that our logistics pipe system can talk to what's going to be our upcoming future applied energistics system. The main thing I'm going to try to go for, and we're going to see how it works out, but what I'm going to start with, at least, is we're going to start with AE just as an item storage, right? So I'd like to get away from all the chests that I've got in my base, right? And just have pure AE storage for items, right? Then, to home we go. Then, what we can do is move all this junk that's just kind of all over the place. Because, like, we've got a lot of junk, guys. Like, I've got such a stupid amount of resources just everywhere laying around. Once I've got the chest system a little bit more organized into an AE system, I'd like to work towards a little bit of ore processing, right? Because our big problem, for the most part, that I haven't done automated ore processing yet is this chest right here, right? Like, this chest is very full, right? This chest it was very full. I've been using a lot of the resources in it, so it's less full now. But I mean, like, we're getting there, right? This chest is pretty full. This chest is pretty full. Like, all this stuff that we've got, I'm going to run out of room for. Now, I could just make more chests and keep adding them on, or we could get an AE system going. And I feel like that's probably the route I want to go. And we'll just get some, 4K storage drives. We'll make some disk drives, right? And we'll get some stuff going. So you can see I put on my to-do list up in JEI up there. Now, the main thing is we need to know how to make glass cables. That needs polyethylene. So that's not a problem, right? Quartz fibers, not a problem. Fluix dust, we need Fluix crystals, which need, that doesn't look bad. It's an MV mixer of redstone, nether quartz, and Certus quartz, and water. But we can eventually get a Fluix chicken. That'll do that for us, right? Pure Fluix crystals. Should be cool. Is AE2 stuff in here? Mass assembler. Lazy AE, huh? What's that? I want to know what that is. What's lazy AE? ME level maintainer? What? That's cool. Fluix steel ingot. I don't know this mod. I've never heard of lazy AE. AE net visualization tool. That's cool. Never heard of lazy AE. Massively parallel processor. Cool. What do you do? Speculation core. MA crafting coprocessors. Neat. MA pattern provider. MA crafting coprocessor. Mass assembler controller. Is that like a multi-block crafter, maybe? ME level maintainer. MES mass assembly frame. Mass assembly vent. You know what that sounds like? Is the multi-block crafter. Lazy AE, huh? That's an interesting mod name. I like it. Carbonic Fluix Complex. Neato burrito. I like it. So yeah, we need to... So it looks like AE2 stuff is not in here. But we'll figure out how to get enough pure Fluix crystals. I guess that's one way to go about it. We could phytogenic insulator this pretty easily. That doesn't look terrible, right? It doesn't look terrible. That's definitely a way to go. And then we could have enough to make the chicken, right? So those are two big things we need to get. We need this. This guy's pretty easy, and it's an assembler with some polytetrafluoroethylene. Did I ever make that? I don't think I made that yet, did I? That's still on my, oh, that sounded like a lot of work. And I just didn't make it yet list, didn't it? I think that's an accurate assessment of what happened. I was just like, ooh, that sounds like a lot of work, and just never got around to it. All these things, all these recipes. Yeah, we didn't do that one yet. But that's if we want covered cable, right? The basic glass cables is just polyethylene, and you're done, right? So if we're going to have a simple AE system, which is just going to be storage, then we don't need a lot of these cables. We definitely don't need to go as high as this, right? We don't need to worry about this until we get more complex, because we need to visualize our channel use, right? But early on, we can stick with this, and that'll be cool. And this is all pretty simple. It's just glass and Certus quartz rods and a couple basic things. Or nether quartz rods, either way. Nether quartz only does 1 quartz fiber, though. And Certus quartz does 8. Well, Certus quartz rod is what we're going to want then, isn't it? Do we have Certus quartz? I forget. Oh, yeah, we totally do. Yeah, then that's absolutely the way we're going to go. The ME drive doesn't look terrible. Stainless steel reinforced alloy, which as a reminder is also not terrible in terms of, crafting. But what will be a little bit tricky is the ME controller. It is a multi-block miniaturization recipe. We're going to need skystone. Haha. We're going to need some AE2 cables and or buses. We're going to need crafting monitors, which don't look terrible, right? Yeah, should be fine. We need energy acceptors, not terrible looking. Block of stellar alloy, that's a thing we're going to definitely want to note how to make. I think there's a quest for that right around where we're at right now in the space dimension thing, right? Oh, hello, cobblestone. A gift that keeps on giving. That's a lot of cobblestone. That is funny. Do you have EMC? You should have EMC, buddy. Compressed 8x cobblestone. I mean, why EMC? The gift that keeps on giving. Hilarious. Yeah, that's a very funny reward that we got. So yeah, we've got stellar alloy ingots are here. With new materials and high-tier processing machines, you should be able to create a new type of material capable of drastically advancing your technology. This is an essential alloy for advanced energistics and automated crafting. Cool. So yeah, the stellar alloy ingots, I'm assuming are not terrible. There's Greg Tech version and EnderIO version. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Shouldn't be too bad, hopefully. I'm assuming something. There's a good way to make this. We'll figure it out. Maybe I want the EnderIO version? Stellar alloy dust. Ah, there we go. Stellar alloy dust. Stardust, crushed black quartz, infinity dust, and fluix dust. Not terrible looking, right? Still, like, nothing's been terrible in this pack at this point. I've yet to see something that was like, wow, that's terrible. This doesn't look too bad, the energy cell. We do need to get some engineering processors. These processors don't look terrible. They need hydrochloric acid, which is pretty easy looking. It's just a chemical reaction between chlorine and hydrogen, which we have fully automated at this point, so we don't have to worry about. And then all your circuits from Applied Energistics, right, are pretty similar, right? So you just need hydrochloric acid. Printed silicon, you need a Skystone lens for most things, right? And that's, you know, we have Skystone now, so that's cool, right? So then obviously the last thing we need is the miniaturization field. Diamond plate, iron plates, processor, eye of ender, personal shrinking device, all looks pretty straightforward. So I think what I'm going to do, right? What I think I'm going to do is craft the miniaturization field projector, get ready for that. Then maybe we'll maybe teach you how to make ME drives. We'll see. I don't know if I'm going to need too many of them. We definitely want a 4K processor, by the way, 4K storage cell. They don't look, that's like the standard recipe right there. And this guy is just quartz glass, stainless steel foil, and 1K ME components with redstone. And then and an assembler, an LV assembler at that. And then this dude is just copper cables, logistics, and sort of quartz plates, right? So because we have access to these things via Skystone lenses, which requires Skystone plates, which requires blocks of Skystone, which we now have, we've kind of unlocked all of Applied Energistics, which is awesome, right? You know, I think that's what we're going to work towards. So I have a lot of crafting to do. All right, guys, so what I'm going to do is wrap up the episode here. We'll come back next time and get started on some of the stuff for Applied Energistics. For now, Dalton White signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.